So then I'm fucking around, whatever. And I think at this point, Dad is at, you know, so, you know, has only been in the parts department maybe a year and a half at most. And so we met Dad at, if you guys know Green Bay, it's used to be the Van Boxels, but it's Camping World now, or Camper World, whatever it is. It's right behind next to 41 in like Ashwaubenon, Howard area. Down the road from the west side, Fleet Farm in Green Bay. And so we met Dad there. He had the truck, the Silverado. No, mind you, it was lifted at this point, and he had the air shocks on it, you know, from pulling the old camper. You know, so then he put the leveling kit, which is more like a little bit of a lift kit. So I mean, it is a lift kit because you lift a truck, or a leveling kit, because if you put 3 inches of lift up front, it'll level the truck, which a leveling kit is just the front spacers to go between the strut mount and your strut, because on the GMT 900s it's strut system is so you don't have your torsion bars in the front end anymore. And so you put 3-inch spacers there, it'll level the truck with the back. But then a lift kit, you know, you lift the front and rear. I mean, I guess you know, I don't understand how it works. So then Dad did that. We had the should fucking ride down there again, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna stop and see if Dad texted me, because he's gonna go to Red Rocket and get some beer, and I want to go. I don't want to. It was because I was gonna ask when he went. Okay, nothing. So we did that, and then so when we bought the camper, you know, the Jayco, we had taken the hitch off the, or you know, all the hitch stuff off the old camper, the hybrid. Dad had it in the box of the truck, because me and Mom met Dad there. And so then Dad's like, well, I got the truck here now so that you guys could set the hitch up, because we need the hitch, you know, we use the whole entire hitch setup, you know, the load leveling bars, you know, the whole entire hitch. Makes it easier on the truck. You don't need it, but it makes it easier, especially when you know how to set it up. So So then we did that, you know, we did all the paperwork and hooked everything. They had everything hooked up for us. Dad's like, why does it seem like the tongue jack is down so fucking far? I said, it is. So it should be up more, so we figured out so they had the truck hooked up to the camper, but not fully. So then Dad, you know, lowered the jack, because it's electronic jack now. Lowered the jack. You know, to take the weight off the truck, because then we, you know, figured out the lengths that we needed for the bars, because we got the old school set up yet. Because Dad's like, we got the hitch, you know, we just need to have you guys put it on, because we don't know how to measure for that. And they're like, okay, it'll be, you know, so much to do so then. And the Dad's like, okay, let's do it. Phone went off again, so I'm gonna. Oh, they changed the tire. Email. They cleared everything out, or cleared out, and there's not a whole lot of people here anymore. So then they put that on. I think they washed it, waxed it. We paid to have them winterize it, being that we were done camping. Which that's gonna lead into a funny story in a second here. So then did all that and whatever, and they had that all set up and ready to go for us for the most part. By the time we got done with all the paying for it and all the paperwork and all this and that, you know, all this, that, and the other. So then we walk out, they pull up with the truck and camper. Dad's like, we were looking at it, and I was like, hey Dad, he's like, then he said what I was thinking. He's like, where the fuck are the bars? You know, the weight distribution, you know, the torsion bars for the hitch, you know, to help distribute the weight and whatever. I said, that's what I was just gonna ask. And then we figured out they were in the box. So then that's where we had to jack up the camper again to take the weight off the truck to put those on, because having no weight on the truck makes it easier. So you know, so then we got done with that. You know, with me and Dad, because I was like, I asked Mom, because me and Mom showed up together. And so then we're leaving. I was like, I asked Mom, hey, is it okay if I go ride with Dad? She's like, yeah. And she knows that I normally ride with Dad when he's pulling the camper. She knows that. Hey, Jaco. So J Feathers, no, not a J Flight like ours. Ours is a little bit nicer. It's a nice camper though. I asked, so I was like, is it okay if I ride with Dad? And she's like, yeah. I'm gonna follow you guys anyway. We're gonna stop by Nana. And Dad's like, what? And she's like, yeah, we're gonna stop by Nana. And Dad's like, okay. So we stopped there. We went home because we had to meet the guy at the house that bought the old camper.